Hey everybody, Brendan Coates here. Welcome back to the channel. In my previous video, I discussed the link between depression, leaky gut, and cheek chewing. So in this video, I'm going to go a lot deeper into the brain chemicals that are really closely associated with addictive behavior, serotonin and dopamine. These are the two really important neurotransmitters that play a key role in our ability to regulate our mood and our behavior. Serotonin and dopamine, these are the neurotransmitters that regulate our mood, our motivation, our happiness, and other key mental functions. Dopamine is linked to pleasure and reward, whereas serotonin is sometimes referred to as the feel-good neurotransmitter. Let's discuss cheek chewing. Some people are actually addicted to chewing their cheeks, in which they bite their cheeks or they chew on the inside of their cheeks. Now, these behaviors can seriously damage the cheeks inside, and even in extreme situations can actually lead to ulcers. An inflammatory reaction in the mouth from damage to the cheeks will possibly lead to systemic inflammation throughout the whole body, in the gut, and even in the brain. So also we need to know that serotonin and dopamine are very sensitive hormones, and any form of inflammation is going to seriously have an impact on these hormones. So when there's inflammation in the brain, it's also occurring everywhere else in the body. Serotonin and dopamine levels, they might drop as a result of chronic inflammation, which can also have a negative effect on our motivation, on our attitude, and our behavior. So think about it. Low levels of dopamine, low levels of serotonin are associated with ranges of symptoms, including depression, anxiety, mood swings, low self-esteem, lack of motivation, and even addiction and addictive behaviors and personalities. So the physical act of actually chewing the inside of your cheek is often the result of varying degrees of depression, anxiety, and stress. And for these people, the sensation of temporarily chewing their cheek can subdue the stress by releasing these low levels of dopamine where they're already deficient in. And someone with regular levels of dopamine would actually think that just chewing their cheek is going to be painful. Ouch. So they won't even do it. Okay, so what can we do to increase our levels of serotonin and dopamine? Easy. Get regular exercise, lift weights, cold water therapy, getting good sleep, meditate, lots of good quality omega-3 fatty acids, vitamin B6 and other B complex vitamins, magnesium, very good for the brain. You can also supplement with 5-HTP, St. John's wort, ashwagandha, ginkgo, and one of my favorites, reishi mushroom. And I also want you to stay away from food additives, stay away from sweeteners. Even excessive stimulants can have an impact on your brain and our behaviors. And also, stop chewing your friggin' cheek. Just stop. And so here's the thing. The ongoing excessive chewing of your cheek is going to disrupt the balance of your neurotransmitters in your brain and in your gut. And this is going to lead to a decrease in serotonin and dopamine. And decreased levels of these neurotransmitters will have a negative effect on your mood and your behavior. And when someone has a leaky gut due to triggering foods, allergenic foods, sugars, sweeteners, artificial sweeteners, excessive coffee, alcohol, marijuana, drugs, and it's just an ongoing continuous cycle. And so this is where I develop GFL. When I work with clients, I completely reset their gut by following my 5-step process. This is a 45-day in-depth gut restorative program to not only fix one's gut, but it also fixes their brain. It also rebalances their neurotransmitters so they don't feel like crap all the time, and so they stop biting their cheeks, among a long list of other benefits. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to first like and subscribe to this channel. I'd really appreciate that. And secondly, hop on over to my free training where I go deeper in my process, deeper into the 5 steps of GFL. And I guarantee you'll wonder why you haven't heard anyone else talk the way that I do about the gut and what happens to your gut when you can actually completely restore your gut function by healing and sealing a leaky gut. So, with all that being said, I appreciate your time. I'll see you in the next video.